Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Okay, everybody, let's take a look and see what happened in the stock market today. We're going to shotgun through all of the futures products. Now, this beginning part is for the general public, okay? But all the other products, guys and gals out there. I'm talking crude oil, I'm talking gold, I'm talking natural gas, wheat, oats, and on the Discord server, which I won't do videos on those very often, but on the Discord server, I cover fixed income like corporate bonds and occasionally dividend stocks. Okay. I also even have another channel, a business channel, and I'm going to put out a link on that. Okay, for the premium members, they can go check it out about some other things I got going on. Okay, so you get a lot for the premium membership, $5.99. Look on the screen right there. Go ahead, do it. Okay. By the way, guys and gals, I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna mention it again. I don't get the $5.99. I get about $3.90 because Google rips me off for about 30%. Can't stand Google, but that it is what it is for right now. Okay. Eventually, I'll hopefully can get all this content on another server, and I already have a payment processor lined up. So we just that's going to happen down the road a little bit, hopefully. And by the way, guys, I'll just tell you a little bit about Google. I'm not harping on Google how bad they are, but they really are bad. Since I started the premium membership, Google has actively prevented me from getting any new subscribers. I'm serious. I'm not talking about the premium members that come on board. I'm talking about just general subscribers. They have flatlined, zero. They literally unsubscribe some of my subscribers. New people come in, they unsubscribe old ones. They're so dirty, it's disgusting. I hate Google. They're the worst. And I've heard many reports of many other people saying the same thing. Google will actively unsubscribe subscribers. So my subscriber rate has absolutely flatlined at zero. They're just dirty. That's just period. That's all there is to it. So for those of you out there doing content, some of the big channels, they don't care. They're making $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month. They don't care. But for us small content creators, get railroaded. It's ridiculous. So on top of them stealing 30% and blocking any new subscribers, or at least taking away subscribers, I actually get negative subscribers some days. Negative. I never used to get that. I never used to get 3, 4, 5 new subscribers leaving. Now it happens all the time. They take away subscribers and take away subscribers. It's ridiculous. So take advantage of the $5.99, guys, because it's a really good deal for all those futures products. Okay. If I give it away any cheaper, if I make it any cheaper, I'm basically giving it away. I wouldn't be making any money at all. Okay. So let's get busy and get back to the video here, and let's look at what's going on with the stock market. So here we are on the daily chart. Okay. This was today's candlestick right there. That one. This is the new one that just started already. Okay. So what do I think's going on here? Well, the daily cycle is probably most likely already happened. The daily cycle low, which was 1226. Some of them are at, I talked about this for the last 2 weeks. I said some of the daily cycles are at 1223 or 1221. Let's see, what was this one? Yeah, 1222, guys. Okay. So just to show you, what am I talking about cycles? Well, you got the green cycle. For those who don't know cycle analysis, that's an arc right there. Okay. And then we have the little red ones in here too. Okay, so there's different cycles going on here. All right. So just looking at the red ones, okay, I projected that we would have a cycle low right around December 22nd, okay, which was yesterday. Okay, guys, how good is that? I mean, here is the projected low, right about right there on that candlestick, or this one, and it happened right there. Happened on the 20th, and this was projected for the 22nd. How much more accurate can you get? That cycle low came right on time within like a day or two. Okay? You really can't ask for better. Cycle analysis is very good. If you know how to use it, you can make a lot of money. So what is my take now? Well, this is the new cycle right here. Okay? So we should get a price, generally speaking, we get price increase. And we've done that. We've seen 2 days go up. Okay? We may get all-time new highs in here. We'll just see what happens. Okay? The 50-day is this monster, right? It's still pointing up. There is no indication of, Man, guys and gals, I see these YouTube content creators every day. Crash, crash, crash. I mean, it gets to be ridiculous. There is no crash, not yet. When we see the 50-day flatlining and turning down, then maybe we can start talking about corrections and crashes. But there is no crash because the 50-day moving average is going this way. And until it does otherwise, there is no crash. Let me go click on clickbait video. Click, 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 click. Oh, crash, crash, crash. You don't get that on this channel. I don't just arbitrarily come out and talk about crashes every day just so I can get your clickbait. No, I keep it real on this channel, okay? And right now it looks like to me we're going to get some price increase. We'll see what it does. Does it stall? You know, because there's a lot of market manipulation going on here, right? It's obvious. All kinds of market makers and Federal Reserve doing their happy dance on everybody. Okay. So we have a hybrid of a free market. It's not a free market, guys and gals. It's a hybrid market. It's like socialist controlled free market / whatever you want to call it. Okay. It's not a free market. That's total BS. Anybody that believes that, you got your head buried in the sand. Okay, so, but anyway, my take on this is that, you know, we've already seen a pretty decent price increase coming up into this new cycle. All right. And we'll have to wait to see if it continues. Okay. Right now, we've just been getting the seesaw, right? Up and down and up and down. So let me talk about a little bit of geometry here for everybody. So what this right here, and I've talked about this before, and it's worth mentioning. We're gonna pretend like this is a lake of water or a body of water. Okay, everything in here is a body of water. This is a body of water. Okay, and this line I drew on the outside, that's the shoreline. Okay, body of water. Okay, and let's do the next one. It's kind of like, it doesn't really matter the shape. I mean, we're not too concerned about shape. Okay, and it's like that. That's a body of water too. Look how much smaller it is. Big body of water, small body of water. Okay? So let's go back and look at something in history here. Well, before I go on, okay, let me just talk about what I think could potentially happen. What could potentially happen, it doesn't always happen, but what could potentially happen here is that we get a really small body of water. One like that, inside this little space right here. Okay? That's very common. Big, medium, small. And sometimes it'll just, after you get the small one, it'll just ride along to 50 and eventually break. Okay? So we may get that. And I know there's people out there that hate to hear me say may and if. Well, guess what? That's called probability. And I've talked about this before. If you want the ultimate YouTube channel or some type of subscription-based website that gives you 100%, they're always hit at 100%. They're a multi-billionaire. And every day they nail it. 5 days a week, they 100% nail what the market's going to do. By all means, go subscribe to that YouTube channel. Let us know and we'll all subscribe together. And everybody will be millionaires. But my guess is that doesn't exist. So instead of beating me up on this channel and coming here and talking about how ifs and maybes aren't technical analysis, yes, they are. It's called probability. If you don't like it, hit the road. Go to some other YouTube channel. Unsubscribe and hit the road. Doesn't bother me at all because I would rather be real on this channel than be clickbait baloney. All right, so back to the video here. I think there's a probability that we're going to get a small body of water. Okay, I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but I think it'll be potentially smaller than this one. So big, medium, and then really small, okay? And if that happens, then a lot of times you get a break below. All right? But sometimes they'll go big, medium, small, and then break up and break to the upside. Okay, so I'd be looking for the potential small geometric body of water. Okay, people can relate to that. That's why I talk in those terms. Okay, let's take a look at this throughout the summer. What did we get? A pretty big body of water, pretty big, but a little bit smaller, and then it broke to the downside. Little tiny body of water. Sometimes that body of water, instead of being below, would have been above. It would have happened right there. Follow me? Sometimes it'll happen below the 50. Then we got a decent sized body of water and it broke to the upside. And you got this huge body of water. Okay? So we'll be looking for that. That's just a geometrical shape that you can kind of store in the back of your mind there or jot it down and be looking for it. Okay? It could happen. And that's useful information if it does happen. But for right now, it looks like to me, we've got these two daily cycles that are kind of, in the same area, and I think we're going to get some price increase. Okay, how long is that sustained? I don't know. Okay, we'll have to wait to see. because the end of the year can be tricky. There's a lot of games going on with market makers and all kinds of stuff at the end of the year, okay? Very common for tax reasons and all kinds of stuff, all right? All right, so let's move on to the monthly, okay? What do I see? I see a fairly strong candlestick because it's green. I see the potential for long-term still going up, but I see a really big divergence warning going on here. It hasn't changed. There's a divergence. Price is going that way. These indicators are going this way. Okay? Usually at some point that turns into a price decline, okay? And it comes down at least somewhere near the 50. And guys and gals, just so you know, even though this is a nice rising 50, this will come down close to the 50 or touch it at some point. And right now we're talking about a 1,000-point drop minimum. It's going to happen. I said this before and I'll say it again. We will have at least a 1,000-point drop in the stock market. It's all a matter of not if, but when. Okay? So that's reality. It will happen because it always happens. And then you all can talk about the real stock market crash, or at least a really big correction, or maybe even a bear market for a little while. Okay, could be a year or two or months, whatever. All right, weekly chart. What do I see? Well, I see temporary strength here. These indicators are turned, okay, and they look like they're strong. The MACD often on the weekly has flatlined and gives us nothing useful, but the short-term indicators, they look pretty strong. I think potentially these dots right in here, okay, that's false flags. It happens after you get a dip. So we'll just see, is this sustainable? Will these indicators come back up and get above their top line, okay? Because they haven't done it yet. So we're not in the, hey, a confidence of the market's going to go long and it's going to go up. We're not really there yet. But it looks like there's some strength, a little bit of strength here in the market, okay? All right, so now I'm about to switch over to the hourly. So y'all know what I'm going to say. $5.99, which I only get $3.80 or $3.90 out of because I love Google so much. Not. All right? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Click that little bell to be notified of all the videos as I put them out. Okay? Talk to you all real soon again next time.